This is how to edit faster in Fortnite. The first thing that will definitely help you edit faster are your settings. The first setting you need to have on is edit on release. If you switched to keyboard and mouse fairly recently, this setting will help you out so much. What edit on release does is it confirms an edit when you take your finger off the left mouse button. So this means you won't have to press your confirm bind, which will help you a lot when it comes to editing fast. The next setting you need to look at is your sensitivity. You need to make sure that your sensitivity isn't too high nor too low for you. If your sensitivity is too high, then you'll be flicking all over the place, which will make you inconsistent. And likewise, if it's too low, you won't be able to select tiles quick enough, again making your edits inconsistent. I recommend using a medium sensitivity, but it does depend on your preference and how much mouse space you have. If you are on PC, I would also make sure you have mouse acceleration turned off. Mouse acceleration means if you flick your mouse fast, it will increase your sensitivity, meaning your sensitivity will change depending on how fast you flick your mouse. This will affect your editing drastically. With mouse acceleration off, you'll have the same sensitivity all the time, so if you get used to that sensitivity, it will be a lot easier to become consistent. To turn off mouse acceleration, all you need to do is come into your Windows settings, search up for mouse settings, then come down to additional mouse settings, click on pointer options, and uncheck enhance pointer precision. To make sure that it's also off in Fortnite, what you need to do is press the Windows key and R at the same time, then type %local app data %, type the letter F, and it should show the Fortnite game folder. Go into that and press saved, then to config, then Windows client, and open the game user settings. Look for the line of text that says B, disable mouse acceleration, and make sure it says true and not false. The final setting to change is again only for PC, which is performance mode. This is a very obvious one, but it is really important no matter what your PC is. I recommend using low meshes as it decreases your input delay so much. If you struggle with ping, the only thing I can recommend is an Ethernet cable. An Ethernet cable will keep your ping consistent, because especially for me, something I get when I don't have the Ethernet cable in is I get a lot of lag spikes. So if you do struggle from lag spikes, then an Ethernet cable should help you out a lot. If your router isn't near your room, what you can do is buy a Wi-Fi adapter off Amazon that you then plug into your wall, and you can run an Ethernet cable through from that to your PC. The most important thing when you're trying to edit faster is your crosshair placement. The aim is to make the smallest movement possible with your crosshair when editing. For example, when making an arch edit, you want to keep your crosshair as close to the middle of the wall as possible. This will make your editing much faster as there's so much less distance to move your mouse. A really good map to practice this is Raiders Mechanics Map V2. The code's on screen now. Make sure when you are trying to become faster at editing, you prioritize consistency over speed. I see this so much when new players will just try and be as fast as they can and they mess up so much. Becoming consistent is so much more important than becoming fast. If you become consistent, you will also become faster as you practice more. I think the best way to practice your editing in terms of speed and consistency isn't actually edit courses, but free building. When free building, not only are you implementing edits to your retakes, making it a lot more realistic, but you also have to place the build. Most edit courses already have the builds placed, so when you actually practice, you essentially skip the most important step, which is placing the build. As with all things in life, practice is the most important thing. Make sure that every time you get onto the game, you leave time to specifically practice edits you're not good at. For example, triple edits. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out so much more than you think.